Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel and let's do freshest PSVR news in the village. As always, I'm hoping everyone is keeping safe, keeping well and playing some awesome PlayStation VR games. And speaking about games, let's just speak about them a bit more and we're gonna start from Dreams PlayStation VR version. Of course, coming out this month, which is awesome. The announcement was amazing. We all got super excited, rightfully so, because Dreams is going to be a game changer. But what else happening with Dreams? I would like to give you some more info. So first of all, once you make in your games, the game will be doing dynamic resolution. So depending how much happening on the screen, the game been scaling resolution to that, and it looks like if you got PS4 Pro, you're gonna be getting better graphics. But also it's a good news for when we get our PlayStation 5s, because then you know, the resolution probably gonna stay high all the time, because it will be so much more power unless people are gonna start making, of course, super advanced games, which it looks like they're doing as well. Now, when it comes to the frame rate, you'll be having choice to play with smooth frame rate, or if some Dreams creations not working very good, you still be able to watch them just in lower frame rate, but I assume you're gonna have to choose it by yourself in case you know, vomit. But it looks like the making Dreams in VR, there will be few options, VR only, VR and flat, or only flat. It looks like they made VR versions to make it in VR quite simply by flicking a switch. Something what the developers of the flat games cannot do. The Dreams programmers kind of seems like they achieved it. So it looks whatever you made now flat in Dreams, you'll be able to just switch it to VR mode, which is awesome. 22nd of July cannot come soon enough. Dreams is just around the corner. Probably the biggest PlayStation VR release we ever gonna get at the moment. But speaking about big releases, let me speak a bit about Iron Man VR. Let's leave the dreams alone, let's stay excited, but also let's be excited for Iron Man. Reviews are in, I live streamed it yesterday, the complaints are pretty much same as I had in my live stream, which is plenty of loading screens. The game on Metacritic got score of 74 from critics, the players kind of gave it bigger score, and I think the reviews kind of are split. From the people who usually review in VR and know what VR is all about, the game getting higher scores, while the kind of mainstream, can we say, the maybe flat gaming media, tend to give it lower scores. Some people complained about sickness, you know, it's usual stuff, but for me, from what I played, I definitely like Iron Man. It's not as big game as I was expected, so I think Camouflage kind of miss about with their PR maybe, because we all expecting this AAA game. It's kind of, I'm hearing, 8-hour adventure, but nevertheless it's a very solid title. For me, definitely worth the money. I'm enjoying it, I need to finish it, but as of now I can definitely recommend it. I'm gonna try to have my review ready at some point next week. As you know, the baby is here, still in hospital, wife coming back tomorrow, so I'm gonna be even more super busy. But nevertheless, I'm gonna try to find an hour or so a day to play some VR games, of course. But anyway, moving on to different game, we're gonna talk about DESOLATIUM, or whatever you're saying, I can't say this name. But anyway, this is a game like a 360 degrees, maybe point and click adventure game, I don't know. But it's been making some noise because people liked what they saw in the demo. Even though the demo was only on Steam and it was just like a 360 pictures, I'm assuming in full game it's gonna be proper VR. What's happening with this game is the Kickstarter has come to end. They pledged 10,000 euro and they managed to get 37,000 euro, so they exceeded their goals. The game will be coming to PlayStation VR, of course. I let you know when. I don't know exact release date yet, but it's something I definitely looking forward to. Very interesting title, so I'm glad they managed to achieve their goals. Moving on to the next story, we're gonna talk about DRUNKN Bar Fight. This is a game that some people love, some people hate. I enjoying it, it's fun, but we know that the replayability is a bit of an issue. The update gonna address it, and also the upcoming update gonna add new level as well. And also this update is only weeks away, it's gonna be out soon on all the platforms. You're gonna get brand new level to the game. So if you own DRUNKN Bar Fight, of course this update will be for totally free. The developers definitely supporting this game post-release because it's released ages ago. It was kind of our first physically based combat game, so you know what, it was alright for what it was. The update made it better, but also introduced few bugs. Of course, they polishing it. The next update gonna make things even more better. I think Drunken Bar Fight is hilarious. Sadly, on PlayStation VR, it's kind of released a bit too late because people already saw other fighting games. But on PC, it's definitely sold super good, sold very well, and I'm assuming on PlayStation VR as well. It's even getting disc version, or got it now, I can't remember. So, Drunken Bar Fight, new update coming within a few weeks. You're gonna get some new level and also some replayability options. Okay, and moving on, we're gonna talk about poor budget codes. The game once again got delayed. Meant to come out in fall 2019, it's been hitting delay after the delay. Now it's meant to come out on 10th of July. This is no more because of course it's delayed again. The new release date for budget codes is 25th of September, so still a while away. But the developers saying, don't worry, we know you've been waiting long, we sorry, blah blah blah. But also they're gonna give us brand new level for the game, so that's nice, at least, you know, giving us something for making us wait so long. As I said in past, the issue was the optimization, so I think they didn't quite sort it yet. So hopefully on 25th of September we're gonna get proper budget codes we deserve, because on PC it's a very well reviewed game and also many players bought it and of course enjoyed it as well. And we've been waiting for so long, let's just put our move controllers on it and finally play it. This is a game when you have to escape the office, which is supervised by evil robots. They up there to kill you. Of course, you need to avoid them. It's got very original locomotion system, very original story as well, very interesting title, but it is one of those titles that are forever delayed on PlayStation VR. Anyway, moving on to the next story, let's come back to the PAPERBEAST. When I reviewed this game, I absolutely loved it. It's a great title. It's getting PC release as well, which is nice because the developers be able to sell more copies. But also, if you didn't play it and you don't want to spend your money on it, don't worry, fear no more, because the demo is out now. You can go to your PlayStation Store in Europe or US and download it for totally free. So it's super nice of the developers to give you that options, and then if you like the demo, of course you can carry on and proceed to buy full game. PAPERBEAST coming from the developer of Another World. Probably many of you played this game back in the day. It used to be a very big game. Thanks to these awesome animations for the times it was released, it looked great. And also it's still probably one of the better titles ever released when it comes to video games. But nevertheless, PAPERBEAST is pretty awesome as well. The story is kind of hard to understand, but it kind of catches the player's attention. The ending is amazing. I love the ending. I pretty much loved everything about this game. It's got those puzzles which are physically based, so you manipulating the terrain, the beasts, whatever. I'm not just gonna not talk about it too much. If you didn't play it, go and download the demo and check it out. And coming back to Dance Collider, a game when you dancing off against your opponents, they in front of you, you in front of them, and it's one big massive dance off. Very interesting title. It's gonna come out with massive amount of tracks, which is nice as well. So what's happening with this game at the moment is that the trophies popped up for the PlayStation VR version, which shows us that the game is just around the corner. If you are a fan of rhythmic games, then Dance Collider looks like one of those more solid ones, and also one of them what got their own ideas. Like I always say, I don't like when somebody just tries to copy the Beat Saber. I like the developers to do their own original games and give us their own original ideas. And that's what it seems Dance Collider gonna do. So another interesting title for the fans of VR rhythmic games. Okay, and coming out to the Swordman, check out the latest footage. I'm playing it here. So this is the footage of the physics for the weapons. And in this footage for those physics, for those weapons, we see that those weapons working pretty nicely. The footage is over 2 minutes long. There is not that much to add to the Swordsman apart from watching this footage. So I'm gonna leave you with it. The SWORDMAN gonna be with us anytime soon. It's coming to Sony's QA this month, so it might even come out this month or at the beginning of next month if everything goes well. So just around the corner. This footage looks interesting. I'm gonna go now, and of course, as always, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.